going on? So Ahmaud Arbery's mother says that she thinks that the father and son that killed her son, should get fried. I concur. I'm tired of lynchings going on. No one's ever getting any justice with it. This was a senseless killing. This was a straight up killing. The father has KKK affiliation, and he has other situations where they've been obviously looking at black folk. Call a hate crime a hate crime. You know, it's funny when they passed this through the Constitution that they put it there that they signal hate crime, but a racist state like Georgia doesn't have it there. Interesting. But then again, they got everybody up back and doing all the so-called normal things amongst this virus. They still got Confederate flags up on some of their poles, but they can't even see forth to set in stone that a hate crime's a hate crime. And I sympathize with her greatly because this was a reminder of Jim Crowism. This is a reminder that this did not happen in 1920. This happened in 2020. We're still talking about the same things that we talked about 50 to 100 years ago. And I say 50 years ago because there were still hangings and going on. As a matter of fact, I think the Supreme Court made it a federal crime with hangings, which was like a year ago or something. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So, his mother got every right to feel that way. Before anybody gets on, well, that's not him. No, they took this young man's life in cold blood. We've had black folks murdered in the past decade. There has been no real justice. I think a couple of them in Carolina, Florida got convicted, but most of it, 7 out of 10, were from Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, were shrugged shoulders. The ones I've seen in cases in Minneapolis and other places. Earl Gardner, I can't breathe. Was there any justice there? No. You don't forget these sort of things. You see these things happening all over the country. And until someone says enough, and we make this a hate crime, you're going to continue to get this. So I'd say, well, Georgia don't want to do the right thing. Take that father and son out of there and put them somewhere. It's funny, and I laugh, but it's not funny, and it's not comical, but I do laugh in this regard. A southern state that refuses to by death by injection or something is comical. When you know the history of this country, they will kill you and lynch you and barbecue you for fun, but they don't have that passed on the books. Because when it's a black life that was taken falsely and not by their own justice, and let's remember they did their own justices down south. Let's keep it 100. So anyway, Ahmaud Arbery's mother says she believes the death penalty should be used here for these two, and I co-sign. That was a senseless, horrible act, and there's no justifying them two getting 3 hots in a cot on state piers time and dime, and they're not remorseful. And the truth of the matter is, I hold the police department accountable, because if it wasn't for that white dude having that videotape, these 2 turkeys would have gone and aged gracefully. And makes you think about Emmett Till. History has a very strange way of repeating itself if things ain't done, if you don't set a standard. Because believe me, this is a tragedy. And in light of what's going on with the virus and everything, you really don't need to compound hate. But it's always there, because America can't help itself. After 500 years, they still remind you. All right, that's still my take about Ahmaud Arbery's mother saying she wants the death penalty for the 2 killers. I co-sign. Hit the like and subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Wash your hands, keep your minds clear, watch out for one another. And sometimes an eye for eye is an eye for an eye. Now,